Hello everybody, I'm forecaster Dustin Staples. Happy June 20th. This is the first day of summer, even though it begins later on this evening. Wishing you a good day so far. The weekend is upon us, but it is going to be hot at the door, no doubt about. Today though, we're going to see a slight dip in the humidity, but it's still going to be hot. Either way, pretty warm into the weekend, and we're seeing this heat wave setting up for next week, unfortunately. So we'll talk about that coming up a little bit. I do want to touch on the drought monitor for just a second here. Watch all this little area here, even down there south of Pender County. Over the last several days and most of the last several weeks, we are drought free for the first time since early October of last year. So it has been a long while since we have seen a completely clean, dry map with drought conditions on it. Here's your feels like temperatures back at 4 o'clock this morning, upper 70s, low 80s. Actual air temperatures in the mid 70s out here as well. We did have a lot of storms overnight and early this morning. So if you heard those storms are now exiting out to sea, and they're going to start seeing some quiet conditions all around. Over the last 7 or so days, a lot of us have seen a lot of rain. Again, most of that rain fell, you remember earlier back in the week, was back towards northern Pitt County, Nash County, Wilson County, north of the Albemarle Sound as well. We did have some storm reports last night coming in. A lot of some trees down. We had one wind report there. You see portions out of the Gulf, about a 50-mile-an-hour wind report coming off of the Highway 70 area, and a plethora of wind damage reports all the way towards the East Coast states as well, extending back up towards Maine, where they saw possibly some hail and some tree damage. Exiting front here, we're going to go quiet for a little while thanks to high pressure parking right overhead of us here, giving that stirring mechanism to give us a lot of heat and humidity. This afternoon though, we're going to be fairly hot and warm. Temperatures though, it's going to be the nicest day of the week really, because let's enjoy it while we can. We get really going towards the afternoon. Maybe a few pop and go showers towards our coastal counties tonight. Other than that, we're going to stay fairly quiet and very humid for sure. Mix of clouds and sunshine start the day on your Saturday, and then eventually maybe a few stray pop and go showers later the afternoon. Again, not everybody will see those, so don't going to see a lot of rain out of that either. Rainfall amounts though will be primary down to our coastline, roughly about a half inch, getting up to an inch of rain, no doubt about. And again, maybe some stray inland showers due to the daytime heating of that too. First look weather days, we have decided to move those back up a day towards Monday instead of Sunday. We initially had them through Sunday. Now we pushed them up through Wednesday. We have to put these back even further to Thursday though. First heat wave really of the summer heat advisory criteria. We may get close to heat warning criteria as we go towards by Tuesday and Wednesday, as we could see some heat indices well closing at about 100 and some degrees. And this is the criteria for those heat advisories here, 105 to 110 for several hours. We have to get well over about 111 or so for heat warning. We're going to get close to that. Hopefully we don't exceed that anytime soon. So I want you to pay attention to your feels like temperatures this afternoon. Low to mid 80s out here, 90s. So again, relatively warm and sticky to start the day out for Saturday as well. Upper 90s out there later in the afternoon, and going into Sunday morning, we're going to still be pretty warm and sticky, no doubt about. We got a little dip in the humidity today and tomorrow, then it's going to go back up to that tropical fill by late next week as that string of humidity holds for that as well. Coastal forecast, if you're making some plans, maybe head to the beach. Stray shower today, stray shower tomorrow. Otherwise, it is going to be hot. Low 90s there. It was really rare they get 90 above there along the coast thanks to those breezes. Speaking of the beaches there, we've got a moderate rip current risk from our southern Outer Banks. Northern Outer Banks, we've got a low rip current risk for some of our inland facing beaches there, so something to keep in the back of your mind. And the UV rays are going to be pretty high overall in the next several days. It is going to be hot, hot, hot. And speaking of that, that is why those first alert weather days are issued through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week here. Watching for heat advisory, possible closing in on a heat warning as we go towards later there, right close to 100 degrees as our air temperatures, you see our overnight lows don't even cool off as much though, holding in the mid to upper 70s.